Hi everyone. So this is my second time posting, and the last time I posted, I just talked about a little bit of background on myself. So I figured I'd kind of elaborate on that. One of my girlfriends suggested I do the mommy tag video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So it's 20 questions. So it'll give you guys a little bit of a background on me as a mom, and if any of these questions you end up having like further questions for me or you want me to explain at all, I can definitely do that in another video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read these. First question is, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? I explained this already in my first video, but I currently am a working mom. I do work full-time. I work locally though, so literally it's 4 miles from Kennedy's daycare to my work, so that's really nice. Next question is, would you have it any other way? Yes. I had a really hard time adjusting going back to work full-time. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be, and I always kind of thought I'd be okay being a full-time working mom, and it's a lot harder. I enjoy being a mom a lot more than I ever thought I would be, and I'm not sure if that means I want to be a full-time stay-at-home mom or if I want to work part-time, but I know working full-time is really hard. I'm sure plenty of other moms that do the same thing as me will agree that it's probably one of the hardest things to do. Next question is, did you or do you co-sleep? We do not, and we did not. I don't really count the here and there nights where she had trouble sleeping, and I let her sleep with me for a couple hours as co-sleeping. We've had a couple nights recently where I've actually had to do that again, and I'm very diligent about having her sleep in her own bed and her own space. She's been sleeping on her own in her own space since she was born, and she's actually been sleeping in her room in some capacity, not necessarily in her crib, since she was 5 weeks old. It just worked better for us. She's a very noisy sleeper, and I'm a very light sleeper, so I was getting no sleep, and she was keeping me up all night, so that was not fun. One must-have piece of gear for baby. It's a tie. The Rock and Play sleeper was like a godsend. At first, when we first brought her home, she would not sleep unless someone was holding her. And I remember getting the Rock and Play out one night, and I like bowed my head and I said, God, please let me be able to put my child in this sleeper and have her sleep tonight without having to be touching me. And she did. It was amazing. And that was like our second week home that she did that. So the Rock and Play for sure. And then a baby wrap or a baby carrier. When they're newborns, definitely a wrap. It's way easier for them to be in. They're way more comfortable. And you get that one-on-one time with them. And since they're sleeping so much, they usually fall asleep in there. If you're having trouble getting them to go to sleep, it's like a for sure guaranteed way that they'll go to sleep. It's amazing. Let's see, the next question is, how many kids do you plan on having? Me and Anthony have talked about this a lot. We probably, like, we know we for sure at least want one more, so 2 total. We've kind of been thinking 3 too. We've just thrown that number out there. I think it'll depend on what baby number 2 is, if it's a girl or a boy, and also how we're feeling. I've always said 2, but I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Maybe we do want a 3rd. So at least 2, maybe more. How many date nights do you have per month? Not enough. We actually just went on a date on Saturday, and that was the first date that we had where we didn't have like a time that we needed to pick Kennedy up by, or had to relieve a babysitter by a certain time, or that we rushed through the date. It was literally the first time since October, which was our anniversary, so it was long overdue. I think we're going to make it more of a priority to have like at least one date night per month. Truthfully, it's difficult to go out every week without Kennedy, especially because we both work full time and we just want to spend as much time as a family of 3 when we do have days off together. So that's kind of why it's hasn't taken precedence, but we both saw how valuable it was. So I think we're definitely going to make more of an effort to have more date nights. So there's that. Your child's favorite show. Kennedy's only 9 months old, so she doesn't have a favorite show. I would say that she does know what TV is, and if something's on, she'll definitely watch it and it catches her eye. She just doesn't have a favorite show, not one that I picked up on. What's one thing you bought for baby that you never ended up using? A diaper pail or a diaper genie. Those are freaking disgusting. We literally set up the diaper genie and put the bag in and then like used it for a few days, and then you have the disgusting realization that you have to empty it, and it's literally just this like long tube of like poop and pee diapers. It's literally the grossest thing ever. It's in our garage and we haven't done anything with it. Anthony keeps wanting me to give it to someone, and I'm like, I wouldn't wish this thing upon anybody. So diaper pail, diaper genie, whatever, they're disgusting. We take out our regular trash often enough. We just throw our diapers away in the trash can. True story. Your child's favorite food. Anything. She even likes lemons. Like, we haven't tried anything with her that she hasn't liked. The only thing that she can't eat is peanut butter. She had a reaction to that, and I'm really afraid to give it to her again. But literally everything that we've given her, which is so many foods, I can't even list them all. She's loved every single one of them. How many cars does your family have? We have 2. We have a Honda Civic and a Ford C-Max. They're not big cars, but I mean, for a family of 3, they're perfect. Everything that we need to have fit in there fits, and they get great gas mileage, and that's perfect for us. Weight before pregnancy, during pregnancy, after, and now. Okay, so before I got pregnant, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. I was actually trying to lose weight at the time, and I got pregnant. It took me almost 18 weeks to gain any weight while I was pregnant. But when I gained it really fast. I gained 46 pounds while I was pregnant. After I dropped probably 20 pounds really quickly, I gained a few back. And now I've lost 13 total since what I gained back. So weight loss post-baby is not easy. I can talk more about that struggle in another video, but I can talk about it for a while. Weight loss has always been a struggle of mine, just besides before pregnancy. Dream vacation with your kids. I haven't thought about this. Anthony and I really love Hawaii. It's great for couples, but it's also really great for families, so I'd love to take Kennedy there. Maybe we'll do that as our first big family vacation. We'll see. Dream vacation without your kids. Some other tropical place. I don't know. We really enjoy like oceans and beaches and just relaxing. So if you have any suggestions for places like that, let me know. How has your life changed since your baby was born? This is another like question I could talk about for a while, but I think just in general, you go from taking care of yourself to having someone that's completely dependent on you, and that's a really big change. It's pretty self-explanatory in that regard. It does change a lot too as a couple. Anthony and I still love each other, but it was like a whole new learning curve to our relationship, and it wasn't easy because as a woman trying to like breastfeed your baby and then you being the one responsible for feeding your baby, your husband sometimes can feel really helpless. You can get really frustrated because all of it feels like it's on you and it's all this pressure on you. especially as a first-time mom, it's a lot to handle. So definitely life, we went through some ups and downs, but I can honestly say that it's never been better. Life is more fun with Kennedy. She's absolutely a complete joy. She's the easiest baby ever. And I don't just say that, she really is an easy baby. I've babysat plenty, and I know have plenty of cousins, nieces, nephews, whatever. Like, she's an easy kid. She's amazing. Life with her is perfect. Finish this sentence. It melts my heart to see, and I think it's the rest of that question is like to see your baby do this or that, or but it melts my heart to see her laugh because her whole face lights up. It's the cutest thing, and she's just got the loudest giggle, and it's the best noise ever. Where do you shop for your kids? We do a lot of Target shopping. They have really good outfits at a really good price. We do shop at Babies R Us a lot because we have their rewards card and we do the rewards program. And I do shop at the Carter's store, the Carter's outlet. We have one nearby. So we do buy a lot of her clothes from there too because we get coupons and the prices are usually really, really good. Favorite mommy makeup and skincare products. I don't know if you've noticed so far. I know this is only my second video. I don't make up often. I literally wear foundation that's full coverage, which that's probably my favorite because it covers everything, all these crazy colors on my face. And skincare wise, just a good mask. I mean, I don't know. I don't have like anything in particular. Good face wash or face mask that you can use every single day. That's all I need. Huggy diaper jeans, yay or nay? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I think they're kind of weird. Just get regular diapers. Next question have you always wanted kids? 100% yes. I envisioned myself being a mom even as a teenager. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how many kids I was gonna have, how old I was gonna be. And if I did have any idea, I was completely wrong. I can tell you right now, I didn't think I was gonna have my first baby at 25, but I did. And I always envisioned having a boy first, but I had a girl. I know I have no control over these things, but I mean, that's just what I know because my brother's older than I am, so. But I did know that I always wanted to have kids, and yeah. And the last question, best part about being a mom. There's so many things. Knowing that she's half of me, and half of the person that I love the most in this world. So knowing that she's him and I together, is amazing. Having her wake up in the morning and when she sees me or Anthony for the first time, the smile she gets on her face. She crawls to me when I pick her up from daycare. Every time she learns a new thing. Knowing that she knows she can count on me and she's only 9 months old, like all of that is the best part about being a mom. There's so many things. I'm so grateful that I'm her mom. And truly being a mom has been more than I could have ever imagined, and I absolutely adore it. And I think that's why I've felt so compelled to share my experiences so far, because I didn't know it was going to be like this. And then I just also, I like keeping it real with everybody too. There are hard days, but by far the good moments outweigh those tough times. And these moments don't last forever, especially when they're little. So knowing that it's just a short little blip in her life, it makes you treasure those moments more. So absolutely love being a mom. I'm trying not to get emotional. But yeah, so that's my answers to the mommy tag questions. I'm more than happy to talk about any thing that you guys may have thought of while you were watching this. I hope you guys all have a really good evening. It is actually Bachelorette Monday. The season premieres tonight, so I'll be awake, prepping to watch that. So yeah, I hope you guys all have a good night, and I will see you guys soon.